All right, for this video, let's look at everything that's inside of my saxophone case. I guess the outside of the case just has these backpack straps, and I put a little luggage tag with my contact info on it. And then sure, we'll do the inside. I have a couple things from friends that I like to look at whenever I'm putting my saxophone together. We've got this little plastic guy to keep the neck tenon from bending. And then inside the bell, we've got the neck, and we've got swab, which I should use more, but you know, we all do our best. Okay, so that's inside the main compartment, and then all the goodies are in here. So let's start with, Let's start with the mouthpieces. So here's my main mouthpiece. It's a Jody Jazz hard rubber, and it has like this little insert that I don't think they make the kind with the insert anymore, but I keep the insert in, and yeah, if I lose this mouthpiece, I'm going to be devastated. Because I really like it, and I don't think that they make this kind anymore. I could be wrong. So that's the mouthpiece I use almost all the time. I have a backup mouthpiece in here that I got a while ago. It has like a more subtle sound, and I just find that I don't need that as much because I play with a lot of brass bands, so I got to compete with the trumpets and trombones and stuff. So, but I like to have it around just in case something happens to my main mouthpiece. And then I have a backup ligature in here as well. Also in this mouthpiece bag, just a random reed that is probably dead. Sometimes if a reed's dying on me, I'll sort of stash it in my case and hope it comes back to life. It never really does, but one can hope. And then a little mouthpiece patch as well. So that's what we got in the mouthpiece bag. All right, next, my reeds. I don't use a reed case or anything. I just keep the whole box in here. I haven't found reeds that are like my forever reed, but lately I've been using these and liking them. As soon as I started going to softer reeds, I just had a much better time playing the instrument. So I'm using 2s right now, even though they die so quickly. Next, a Sharpie. This comes in so much handy to write down set lists. So I have a Sharpie, and then I have a bunch of like spare cards to write set lists, or a lot of times I'll just jot the set list on the inside of my wrist. So there we go, Sharpie and business cards for writing. Let's see, we got cork grease in here. We've got my neck strap. This is just the one that came with the instrument, and I like it just fine. All right, what else? Here's another random reed that's probably dead. I've got a bunch of stickers in here to hand out to people at gigs. And then now we get into the fun stuff. Oh, I got a bit of really fine sandpaper that one of my bandmates used to help me file down a cork, so I've just kept that. All right, now we've got earplugs. So I carry 2 sets of earplugs right now. The loop ones are the ones I use more often, and then these Vic Firth ones, I think they're just in the Vic Firth case, actually. I think they're just sort of, you know, pharmacy earplugs that I keep in here as well. And both of these have like an extra little surprise. So this case also has a pair of dice if I want to play dice games while I'm waiting around. Sometimes gigs have like downtime, and it's nice to be able to just do something fun with your friends while you're waiting. This is also something fun to do with friends while you're waiting. This is the newest addition to my case, and it's a tiny little set of D&D dice. It's got all the different shapes for a normal polyhedral set. So if I wanted to, you know, play some sort of TTRPG, I could. And so that's kind of fun. I might do a little bit of that. Lastly, this one is probably the time killer that I use the most. It's a tiny little deck of cards that I think I got as like a prize at an arcade or something like that. I kept some rules to a card game on a sticky note. So there we go. Lots of fun things to do. And then lastly, you're going to want to hang on to your tickets. There was a gig a while ago now that one of my bands did where we handed out lottery tickets and not lottery tickets, just like raffle tickets. But we never actually decided who the winner was. So we just all have to hang on to our tickets now. So that's everything that's in my case. I'll usually switch out things here and there, but there's not a ton of space in this. I think I did a pretty good job packing in the stuff that I really need and not carrying too much extraneous materials. All right, that's it for today.